when you take a look at this trade, who won on this side? Is it the Dallas Mavericks or is it the Lakers?
It's the Dallas Mavericks.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. They're already without Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively, and now Anthony Davis walking off the court.
Because it was too much uncertainty of who was the next best team after the Thunder. We don't have to have that uncertainty no more. This will work.
Meanwhile,
how about in 2 games? Luka scored 91 points, now 92, 23 rebounds.
Doncic turns inside, 2 more. 42.
Doncic looking. Castle right with him. Doncic a 3. Punch it in!
Who won on this side? Is it the Dallas Mavericks or is it the Lakers?
It's the Dallas Mavericks.
When it comes to the dumbest trades in NBA history, when you snatch defeat from the jaws of victory, no trade more so describes that than the Luka Doncic-Anthony Davis trade. As looking at Dallas, they had their franchise superstar, franchise cornerstone for the next decade. But what they opted for was the aging Anthony Davis, who's always injury prone.
I call him Anthony Street Clothes Davis because he's always in street clothes.
It's funny because it's true.
If you're an NBA GM, the worst NBA GM, the one cardinal rule you never break is trading your superstar player if he's not unhappy. For Nico Harrison, he broke that rule in the worst way possible. And right now, he's paying the price for it day by day.
Holland and Thompson out there, they aren't guarding.
Russell. Washington straight line drive.
Oh. And so the Pelicans. Black turns down the 3. Oh! Klay Thompson lost it.
The glass. Got a Durant.
Gotta be ready for the double. Skip.
Tari Eason.
I've made a huge mistake.
Like I've said over and over again, people in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, they're not going to get over this trade for the next 50 years. As someone like Luka Doncic, he was a ticket to the promised land and another NBA championship. And of course, alongside Dirk, he was a successor to their entire city. Trading Luka, one of the dumbest things you could possibly do, and is incomprehensible. And looking at Luka in Los Angeles, what he's doing is what he did in Dallas in 2024. As right now, Luka is going berserk and lighting the NBA on fire. As it currently stands, averaging 40 points per game, 11 boards, 9 dimes, on exactly 50% shooting.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
When Mavs fans see Luka Doncic playing that well, seeing him play better than he ever played in Dallas, that's a gut punch like you couldn't imagine. And for this Lakers franchise, they have tons of banners from the Hall of Famers, and Luka's one of many. Back in Dallas, Luka Doncic was basically one of two. It's him and then Dirk. What Nico Harrison did last year was a betrayal of Mavericks fans, Luka Doncic, and the entire state of Texas. And even someone like Cooper Flagg, who's a great prospect, has potential, he's not Luka Doncic.
In the 2025 NBA Draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Cooper Flagg.
It's not the same!
And once again, looking at Luka in Los Angeles, if you want to call it skinny Luka or revenge Luka, F you Luka, right now Luka and the Lakers are the best story in basketball, playing the most exciting style in basketball. And for his individual numbers, once again, off the charts. So far, Luka this year, a grand total of 2 games of 40 plus points on above 60% shooting. The rest of the NBA combined only has 4. And looking at that list, none of those players have multiple games. Now looking at just 40-point games, Luka so far this season has a grand total of 3. Out of the entire association, that ranks first overall. And looking at that top 4, only 4 players in total have multiple 40-point games. And looking at the last name, that of course Austin Reeves, his running mate, and the Caucasian Kyrie.
Chiseling, faking, leaning, driving, feeding, Reeves, 3.
What? Did we just become best friends?
Yup!
Back in the 2024 postseason, the emergence of both Luka Doncic and Kyrie, this awe-inspiring duo, was the best story of the entire playoffs. Now looking at this season, a very similar vibe, as Luka and Austin Reeves scoring 35, 40, even 50 points on any given Tuesday. And here's how insane it is. Luka's worst game this season, where he's kind of held in check, was versus the Heat. In that game, Luka had 29, 11, and 10, and they won the game. For Luka in his prime right now, that's the worst version of him on any given night. A near 30-point triple-double and his team winning the game. Once again, Mavericks fans, you gotta be sick.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
Now, when it comes to a team like Dallas in the absence of Luka Doncic, championship hopes, there's really none. For the Lakers, their championship window is just beginning. Will they win it this year? I don't think so. But 2-3 years down the line, Lakers, they're going to be NBA champions, and Luka Doncic will be a finals MVP. At this point for me, it's quite simple. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. For the Mavericks, it's the exact opposite. Their championship hopes are nil, and their future, it's pretty murky.
You know, Quasimodo predicted all this.
Who did what?
For people who said they saw Nico Harrison's vision, the Mavericks won this trade, I just gotta ask you, how are you feeling today? This Mavericks team versus the lowly Pelicans got embarrassed on their home floor. If you're a Mavericks fan, that's absolutely embarrassing. And looking at their best player, their central asset in the Luka trade, that's Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, where is he? Of course, on the bench, hurt, in street clothes. The logic for dumping Luka Doncic was as follows. The guard getting back Anthony Davis is a two-way menace and a championship player. And someone like Luka Doncic is out of shape, not reliable, and he's kind of always hurt, banged up. That right there for Nico Harrison was his logic for trading Luka. Does it make sense? Absolutely not. I was looking at Davis, 8 years older than Luka Doncic, and also more injury prone. And so far in Dallas, more games hurt and sidelined than actually playing on the floor for the Mavericks. As so far, out of 42 possible games, he's played 14. And here's the kicker. This guy's Mavs debut, of course, got hurt. And this year, 5 games into the year, also got hurt.
No. No.
Ow.
To put this into perspective of how fragile Anthony Davis is, how injury prone he is, Luka in the purple and gold has more 30-point games than Anthony Davis has games played, period. When the main reason you traded Luka Doncic was his injury concerns, durability concerns, I guess that makes sense in a vacuum. When the guy get back and returns Anthony Davis, that logic just, I can't follow with that. Someone like Davis, older, more injury prone, and currently hurt. Luka right now, balling out like the MVP. That for Mavericks fans is the worst of both worlds. If Luka was balling out playing fantastic, Lakers are winning, you know, that would still sting. But here's the extra added layer. The Mavericks suck, and right now, the 15th seed in the Western Conference.
I'm completely lost. I've hit rock bottom.
This Mavericks team coming into this season, they didn't have championship hopes, but they had expectations to be competitive. And in my view, at worst, a top 8 seed. Right now, for me personally, the biggest disappointment of the entire NBA season. And looking at their big problem, it's quite simple. This team offensively is putrid. Scoring, dead last. Offensive rating, dead last. Assists per game, 28, an improvement. True shooting percentage, also 28. This team's big time problem is that offensively, they're inept. The one guy who could fix that, of course, wears 77 and is playing in Los Angeles.
Ironic.
Even if Anthony Davis comes back, Kyrie returns, this team's aspirations, their championship window, is very, very finite. With Luka in LA, that window is at minimum 5 to 7 years. When Luka eventually wins a championship in Los Angeles, probably wins an MVP. What they're going to look back on this trade as, like the Red Sox trading Babe Ruth to their arch rivals in the Yankees. Whenever you trade a franchise superstar, generational player to one of your rival teams, it never ends well. In this case, with the very, very beginning of things going from bad to even worse. As once again, this Dallas team is inept on offense and can barely crack 100 points on any given night, whereas Luka himself is a walking 40. As always, thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.